Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be revealing the 2016 340, my new daily. So here it is. This is the new daily driver. This is kind of going to be a new build on the channel. Now this is a 2016 340i Msport. If you guys are familiar with the B58, it's also in a lot of other cars at this point, most notably the Supra. So this car is definitely pretty quick for a sedan. I believe power's around 320, 330, and the torque is somewhere around there. I don't know, numbers aren't really my thing. So some of the notable features for sure are the wheels. These have been upgraded to the optional 19-inch wheels. It is an LCI car, life cycle impulse, so you get the LCI taillights, you get LCI, the LCI interior for the monitor, and a few little LCI items, but most notably just the car, as you can see, is an M Sport. So we have the M Sport front bumpers, or front bumper. It's factory lowered just a little bit, which is definitely nice. It sits pretty proper. And then the M Sport rear bumper, we walk around here, you can see. And yeah, I mean, so far it's been really good to me. I've had it for about 2 weeks now. It's just, I have not made a video on it because this is definitely just a daily driver at this point in time. This car is a black sapphire metallic. It kind of has like a gray green tinge to it in the sun, if we can see. I don't know if that picks up on camera, but it's a little gray, and I love that. It's got cool flake in it. The only issue with having a black car, of course, is you can never keep it clean. I washed this car like really good yesterday and it's already kind of dirty. One other notable thing about the exterior is that the shadow line trim. So that means there's no chrome basically anywhere on the car. And then also it comes standard with black grills, which is definitely sweet because that's just an upgrade you don't have to worry about. This car is actually optioned with the very sweet, very sick, super awesome headlights. The daytime runnings look insane on this car. It just looks super aggressive. The front end is definitely like probably the best part about this car, but there's a lot to love about it. As you see, the reflectors have already been paint matched, so there's no amber here. So again, it just makes the whole car look really sleek. As far as the interior goes, as you can see, step in here. We got a M Sport steering wheel that's with the M Sport package, as well as the black headliner, part of the shadow line trim. It is an LCI car. It does have the bigger screen, which is awesome. It's got a good iDrive system. I forget which version it is, but it's very nice. It has all the great features. It's got Harman Kardon sound, the Logic 7 surround sound or whatever, but yeah, it's pretty sweet. It's pretty badass. It also has the aluminum trim. That is what it was optioned with, and the gloss black, which is super nice. So overall, I'm really enjoying it. It's just a really cool daily. It's a very fun, fast sleeper daily, and yeah, I mean, it's super fun. Now another thing I love about this car is the modes. So you have like Sport Plus, Sport, Comfort, and Eco Pro. When you're on the highway, you can do Eco Pro and crunch gas mileage and get as much as you can, and it's super nice if you're trying to save some money on gas. I've so far managed to get between 25, 26, maybe 28 if I'm really trying. But driving around town and stuff, it gets about 20, which is to be expected with a motor of this caliber. So, you know, just with the B58, it's really nice. I mean, I know a lot of people like the M54 cars. I had the M55 cars as well, but think of the B58 as just basically a refined N55. A lot of those issues, as in terms of water pumps and stuff like that, has just kind of been eliminated. That isn't to say that these cars don't have any flaws, but realistically the pros outweigh the cons by like 100-fold, so definitely is worth the buy in my opinion. I got this car for a really good deal. Now if you guys have been following the channel for like any amount of time, you'd know that I like everything outright. I don't like to just not have something as an asset. So it was really weird for me to walk in and finance something, but I did put a very substantial amount of money down, so I don't owe too much on the car, and more or less this is just to build credit. Now, another thing that may take you by surprise if you do watch the channel, I actually bought a warranty from CarMax, and I know that sounds silly, but trust me, I don't want to have to touch this car, and they might be a little uptight about everything, and I don't know, you know, all the fine print and all that. You know, they could try and snake me out of some stuff. But so far they've been decent to me. The buying experience wasn't actually all that pleasant. I'll have a video on that very shortly. That may be out by now, by the time you're watching this, but I documented finding this car, sourcing it, getting shipped to my CarMax store, so that's all in another video. That's a whole different topic, but bottom line is I got the car. I'm very happy with it, and it needs next to nothing. This car was also optioned with comfort access. It's kind of a standard now, but before it wasn't as common, and I'm very happy that we have the comfort access. As you can see, we have the Idrive, super nice infotainment. Fuck you, Vampire Weekend. Yeah. I mean, this is a super cool infotainment setup. I really like it. It's pretty you can navigate around it pretty easy without much issue, and it's pretty user friendly. Of course, there's no Apple CarPlay since this is a 2016, but there are some things you can do. I can always add our Apple CarPlay if I really want it. But yeah, it's super nice. The backup camera is nice. But the thing I love about BMW is they don't really try to completely redo a car when they come out with the next generation for like the 3 Series. This isn't all that different from the E90. I would say the biggest difference would be electric steering. That's for a whole nother topic. I'll make videos about this car, don't worry. But yeah, there will be some things that I do and don't like, and I will make videos on that, kind of just document all of that, tell you guys how I feel. Now, we are optioned in Sport Plus here, and let me just say this car does have like a burble tune stock. This is a completely stock car. I'm not going to set the camera up because I don't have a tripod with me, but if I arrive it from here, you should be able to hear the burbles. Now, as you guys can hear, that thing is pretty loud. It's pretty aggressive on a stock exhaust. So at first I was thinking the first thing I'm going to do is an exhaust, but quite honestly, this has just been really nice to daily. It's not lowered, it's not loud, so it's just nice to drive around and not really have to worry about being the odd one out and just like drawing too much attention to myself, if that makes sense. Because at the end of the day, there's really not very many distinctible features on this car that you can really tell and make a difference between any other F30 on the road, which I really like. If you guys have seen me with the M3, it's a completely different experience. It's loud, it's low, and it's a pain in the ass to drive. And everybody knows when you're coming, everybody looks, everybody stares. This car is nice. Get the windows tinted, and nobody knows you're driving around. And I do need to just stress that is exactly what I was looking for when I was looking for a new daily driver. I had my truck before, and that was the daily, and of course that was loud, lifted, and just everybody knew. And that stuff kind of gets to you after a while. You hate being the one to be picked on the freeway or whatever. So that is what I was looking for when I got this car. I just wanted to kind of be you know, blending in with the rest of traffic. I'm sure I will be doing a bunch of things to this car to make it less discreet, but for now I'm really enjoying that bit of privacy, if you will. And as I said before, I really do enjoy this car. There's not much to complain about it so far, but that's why I wanted to have it for a couple weeks before I made this video saying, oh, it's so great. It has, you know, I wanted to make sure I could feel the car out and make sure I really liked it. I do not have any regrets buying this car. I think it's a really great car. If this is your daily driver, it would be perfect. And it is my daily, so, you know, I think they're plenty reliable. I wouldn't be scared to own one of these cars if this was my only vehicle. I just think that it's a good buy. And like I said, I got this car for a very good deal, so I think that it's totally doable for anybody that's looking to get into the enthusiast scene, or maybe you're not even trying to do that. You want to keep the car completely bone stock, or you just want a fun sedan to drive around. It's not overwhelmingly powerful, but it definitely will put you back if you let it. Alright guys, with that being said, hopefully you enjoyed this video. There's a lot to cover on this car. There's a lot more to come for this car, but I just wanted to show you guys, be 100% transparent. I got the car, you guys have seen it in videos prior, but I haven't really made a video documenting that I purchased a car. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. I can't wait to actually get into all of the stuff I'm going to do, all the mods, all the maintenance. I'm going to code in some stuff. There's going to be plenty of things to see, so if you want to follow along for some F30 content as well as some E36 M3 content, make sure to stay tuned. And that leads me into one more thing. The E36 M3 is going nowhere. I have plenty of work to do on that car, and getting a reliable new daily kind of just makes that whole thing easier for me. I can now kind of just tear the M3 apart, let it sit for a few months while I work on it and kind of pick away at it and make it perfect. I want the quality of work on that car to be top notch, at least from my standards. So I really am now able to put my time into that car, so I'm very stoked. This car, the F30, will probably stay stock for a little bit, and it's just not my focus right now. But again, don't think I won't do anything to it. Of course, I'm gonna make it ignorant, and I'm just enjoying it in its stock form right now. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for the builds. Follow the builds, check out the channel. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.